everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play The Adventures of Lolo. So we are up to the 8th floor, and it's going to get a little trickier, not hugely so. If you paid attention up till now, well, you should be able to have an idea of what you're going to need to do on any given screen. For example, this screen needs you to block out the Medusa and block off the Gull. That's pretty much all you need to do, and it's not going to be nice and give you any egg shots or anything like that. But it does provide plenty of natural barriers. It's also providing you a hammer power-up, which you use to smack one, and only one, boulder. Which we don't have powered up yet, so... let's see, I believe it was... yeah, we wanted to start by pushing this one up, pushing that one up. Grab it, and thankfully, until we've blocked everything off, we don't need to go down to that corner at all. But what we can do right now, we're going to take care of the Gull, which was easy enough. And now to take care of this Medusa, obviously this frame right here is useless. We can't get it off of the, ceiling or the back wall. But we're going to slide this emerald frame down here into that spot. You just have to be very careful about doing it so you don't trap the frame on anything you can't get it off of. And also, in clearing out this particular frame from where it was, because it was kind of in the way, well, you don't want to block the door. That can happen. And no, you cannot push the block through the door. You can push it in the door and completely screw yourself. But, you know, it's one of those things you don't want to do. And now we have another good, fun stage here, where we have 4 Medusas, who are only going to be a threat for a little while, shooting, well, to the left and right. Notice that the heart containers to the north and south of them are already blocked off, so we don't have to worry about that, but we can't go down around into the middle of the room yet. Thank you, Snakey, for being right there where we need you. First, we're going to clear out this so we can actually get around. Then we're going to move you here. And then just so we can actually get around in the middle of the area, we're going to push that here. And now we can clear that out. And these 2 Medusas on the upper side, or in the middle of the room I should say, are pretty much a non-entity at this now. And the next thing we want to do is take these 2 emerald frames specifically and move them down to block the Medusas on the bottom. Right now I believe I can get away with just moving that far. Let's go ahead and grab that heart just so we don't have to come grab it later. Not that it will particularly speed us up or slow us down to do so, especially since I'm sitting here talking. When we do this, notice that one kind of goes there and doesn't get to move any further because it can't move over anything. So let's go ahead, flip this over, and then we can move that right there because we don't need to move it too much further. We just need it kinda out of the way. Also, do not grab that heart container down at the bottom. You know what will happen if you do. We can move this one up here. block you off. And now we are completely safe from any and all threats on this floor. Unless we did something really dumb, like walk right next to a Medusa. We are not going to do that. Grab the end here. And get out. Luckily, that's much easier than it looks, especially since there aren't anything like Rockies or Almas or any of that to really make life difficult. This stage, though, it only has the 3 hearts, but it also has, like, nowhere safe to move at the beginning except one direction. And I'm not talking about the band. So let's see, if I'm not mistaken. So let me think for a second. I just want to make sure. First, we're going to go ahead and do that because we need to use these 2 for other things. First, we're going to move you here to block your view that way. Then we're going to be really damn careful. We can move this right there, and we will block their ability to shoot us above and below. And I believe now that if I go ahead, move you here, move you down, everything is clean. Notice I am having to stop and think about this just a little bit to make sure I don't move the wrong emerald frame. And now this one, we've got 4 emerald blocks in the corner. We've got a Medusa who needs to be blocked off on all 4 sides. And we got a skull over there just waiting to pounce on us once we grab the last heart. So what we are going to do is take the very long path around here to make sure we do not, we don't do something that we will regret very badly. And we don't even need to grab heart pieces for the very beginning of this. But we do need to block off Medusa here. And we're going to have to make 2 trips around for this. But notice we can't just slide this block directly under Medusa's nose or else we will get shot. But we can go right here. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. And now we're just going to repeat that, but instead of sliding it up at the end, we will, instead of sliding it up, we will slide it left and completely block off the Medusa. Or I don't even have to do that. I'm not going under it, or I'm not going all the way under it, so you know, I don't have to do that. Now the only hazard left in here is the skull. And obviously, you don't want to save this heart piece for last, or else you'll be right there next to it. You want to grab this one last because it gives you like a 2 or 3 step distance to the chest, which you're going to need to quickly get down there because if you screw up like I almost did, well, you're going to be in pain. And now we have this room. This room is, yeah, well, let's face it, it's kind of a little bit scary. You got the 2 Dawn Medusas moving up and down there, and they seem like they are forming a pretty good shield for each other. If you try to trap one, the way we normally trap it, you get shot. So we're going to have to get a little bit creative. because they're just going to bounce like this. But luckily, we can get all of these, we can get every single one of these blocks down onto the field. And we're going to kind of need to. So we need to be careful here. What we need to do is we need to push this to the left just a little bit. And make sure we don't get shot by the Dawn Medusa as we do so. Because he has absolutely no problems shooting the ever-loving hell out of you. And yes, you can push the blocks through the arrows, you just can't follow them. We've done this. Block you here. And just to be perfectly safe, we're going to push these down one at a time. Just like this. I realize this is a slightly longer video than you're probably used to at this point. But we will be perfectly safe. And now we need to take these 4 frames and block off, well, block the Medusas off to the north and middle. Let's see. Just to save some time, we'll do it this way first. And that's why you don't do it the way I just did. Dang it! Well, I guess we had to see Dawn Medusa hit me with a sword at some point, huh? I guess that was going to happen at some point. Okay. It was going to happen. So we just repeat this. We're actually perfectly safe there because the heart container is blocking the way. So yeah, be careful when you do what I just did, or else you're going to end up getting a sword to the face. It's not pleasant. Let's go ahead and do this the smart way. We drop it right here. I'm kind of embarrassed now. I do get embarrassed about this type of thing. We've done that. We can safely block that off. Then we can safely block that off. Can't believe I did that. Well, now we are perfectly safe. And I left that one up alone. I left that one all alone up there. And this has been floor 8. That was an embarrassing death. I just blundered right into that one. Had to happen sometime. We are almost at the room of the Great Devil. now we have, let's just say this is a whole lot of fun here. We're going to be dodging. We have no power-ups. We have to go up to the upper left, then the upper right, and all the while we've got an armadillo on our ass. But that's for later. That's for next time. So until then, take care, everyone.